PLC control of star delta voltage reduction startup based on FC subprogram. In previous lessons, we learned to use basic instructions of S7-1200 PLC and create some simple control programs using these instructions. You may feel confused when creating a program with a large amount of codes, particularly for complex actions. The logical relationships in the actions are too complex, and you may have difficulty in coming up with good ideas. Errors often occur during debugging. This is what we are required to master in this lesson. We pay more attention to the process of small programs. But how can we pay attention to the process of big programs? Do you feel that your ability falls short of your wishes? At this moment, we should pay more attention to the output object. Structured programming can be easily implemented, which is an important means of object-oriented programming. In this lesson, we will introduce the use of FC through an example. There are two three-phase asynchronous motors on a machine, which need to be started with star delta voltage reduction. Press the stop button and both motors will stop simultaneously. Please create the control program. After analysis, we have found that both motors undergo star delta startup and the processes are the same. So, we can place the star delta startup part of the program in an FC function and call it as a subprogram. In this way, our program will be structured and more readable. 1. Allocate I/O ports. After analysis, we have known that this system requires 3 input points and 6 output points. The specific I/O allocation is shown in the table. I have introduced star delta voltage reduction circuits and will not repeat it here. 2. Compile a PLC control program. 1. Configure the hardware device. Then click on Add New. Click on FC function and confirm. 2. Establish the required formal parameters in the program interface of the newly created FC block. 3. Compile a program for star delta startup in the FC block, as the FC cannot include a DB block. So when we use a timer, a call option will automatically pop up and we should click Cancel. 4. The program compiled for star delta startup in the FC block is as below. 5. As we have defined a timer in the input-output type interface of the FC block's program interface, it is necessary to use the DB block in the main program, whose type is IEC_timer. We should create the DBS of 2 timers for 2 motors. 6. Call FC function in the main program and drag the FC to the main and connect the interfaces according to the I/O wiring, and the final main program is. Now, we have finished the program for the startup of 2 motors star delta voltage reduction using FC. You may say it will be easier to compile using the main program. You are right. It is a little complex to use FC to create a simple program. What about very complicated control rather than simple star delta startup? Or several hundred motors rather than 2 motors? Is it very convenient to use FC? I hope everyone can appreciate the advantages and disadvantages of each programming method and use it reasonably. Above is the application of FC in S7-1200 PLC as I introduced.